This video found you at the perfect time. And let me explain why. Because you're probably feeling this feeling like something big is about to happen, but you don't know what. Or maybe you do. Maybe you might know what it is. Maybe you might be anticipating it. But something big that you can feel is on the way. And it is closer than ever. And it's a feeling inside. It's not just something outside. Of course, things outside in the external environment can be triggering this, but it's mainly starting from within. That big dream you've always had. It could be a big job. It could be feeling better. It could be being healthy. Whatever that is for you, I just feel like it's about to happen for you. And it's about to happen for me. It's about to happen for a lot of people. We're going through a really interesting time right now on the planet, and I know that whatever it is that you feel is about to happen. Now, this could be something that you've been waiting for a long time. It could be something that is something new, or maybe just a change in general. And I want you to embrace it. I want you to realize that embracing this change is going to be the best absolute thing for you. Better than any other change in just a physical realm. It needs to be a mental change. It needs to be how you perceive the world and how you act towards yourself every single day. Not towards just other people. Yes, that's important. But I'm just getting this overwhelming message that whatever change that you're about to go through is about to be the best of your life. Now, you may have already experienced some awesome changes. Everyone's gone through changes. Great, bad, everywhere in between. You may have also experienced the best parts of life. And you may have thought that those things may have been the best, the pinnacle, the peak, whatever that is for you. But that's not the peak. I promise you, whatever is coming next is even bigger than you even imagined. Now, you're probably wondering, like, okay, I could feel it. I know something's coming. I feel it. I know something's coming, like something big. But you're like, how do I get it? How do I step more into it? Well, today that's exactly what we're going to talk about. I want to talk a little bit about how I have gone through multiple changes in my life, multiple big transitions, and how we can pinpoint those with your changes in your life and how it's relevant right now for the next change. Because that's what we're mainly focused on. We don't really, I know you guys are probably like, oh, we don't care about the last changes. Of course you do. Everything that has led up to this point is because of every change that you've gone through, right? So think about it like this. You can feel this big thing. You can feel it. It feels like it's almost like a magnetic like battery, right? Like it feels, this isn't a battery, but it kind of like resembles the battery. It feels like this, right? It's near you. You can kind of feel that it's there. It's in here, but it's also in your body too. It's not just your mind, but it's there. And you're probably wondering, okay, like how do we get to this point? How do we allow all of that? And it takes a good hard look at ourselves. Now, just because this is coming doesn't mean it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows. Understand that you have to put the work in needed to get this thing. Now, it's not just a thing. It could be a state of being. It could be your whole entire aura, like just everything that's inside your body that you feel could really just become your reality like that. Really, really, really fast. And I've had that happen many times where I've thought about something that I really wanted to manifest and it happened like that. And then sometimes I've had it where it's been months and then it happened. So you can't put a timeline on this for yourself. You only know what you are capable of doing. And you can really expand that thought and really make it as big as you can possibly make it. Because you are unlimited. You can do this, dude. You can do this, girl. Whoever's watching this, you guys can do this. You got to think deeper than you've ever thought before. And I keep getting this message over and over again that it's going to happen no matter what. It's going to happen to you no matter what, but it's about how great you make it yourself. Because it's almost like a gift. If someone gives you a gift for Christmas, there you go, there's your gift. And if you open it up, you could either like it or a lot, or you could, maybe say, oh, I kind of like this, but it's about how the perception of the gift that you take it is. Now, obviously, this is your gift that you're getting, that you're feeling, and of course you want it. It's an energetically attached gift towards your soul. But you have to think of it like this. It is something that you can obtain when you let go and change, because you can't get it without this new version of you. You have to be willing to let go of this old version of you. I keep hearing like in my head, let go of the old and allow the new. I know it's so cliche to say that, but if you really think about it and dissect it, letting go is a lot about allowing more by letting go. We think that just because we want something new we have to just go get something new. But it's more about letting go of the old and letting that fall away so that the new can come through and be aware that the new is there. Because the new is always there. The thing is, that option for you is always there. That feeling has always been around. You knew it was coming, but it's just waiting for you, because it's almost like a neighbor knocking on the door, to borrow some sugar. You're like, oh, what does this lady want? But all along, that lady that wants the sugar is your blessing. But you just not feeling like you want to allow her in to have that conversation. She's a nice neighbor, but maybe she has a lottery ticket for you. Maybe she has all this brand new thing, this brand new lifestyle for you, and you just you don't even know it. You don't even know it because you don't allow yourself. And, it's uncomfortable to hear these things sometimes. And I think that, we all feel that way. We don't necessarily want to change. Sometimes we really resist change. And sometimes it could be something that's we know we need it, but it's so hard to let go of. That way it can make room for the new. And, I definitely struggle with that as well, but you can make it through. Every time that you've ever had a change in your life, you've always made it through. You've always had something happen because the universe always has your back, dude. The universe has your back. Why be afraid? Why not be feeling amazing about the situation? Why not be feeling what is the best thing that can happen? Not, oh, this is the worst case scenario, this is the worst case scenario. No. You got to feel into this feeling. And when you feel into this feeling that is for you, because it's like a magnet. It's like a battery. It's got juice. It's ready for you. It's ready to be plugged in. And once you just realize that you can harness this energy by just allowing and letting go of the old you, the old self that doesn't fit in this picture anymore, that is what is needed to move forward. And it can be a very easy thing. It could be a really hard thing. It could be anything in between. But the sooner you realize that letting go of what no longer serves you is the best thing that you can do, So just feel into what it is that you might want to let go of. It could be an old habit. It could be, just something that really makes you feel yucky in the inside. If you're giving yourself negative thoughts, catch yourself in those negative moments. And don't get me wrong, none of this stuff is easy, but it is a process. And if you trust the process and practice the process, you're going to realize that you can mend your spiritual world with your inner world, which is already your inner world, but you can mend it with your outside reality of the now in the 3D moment. Now, I know that feeling has been around for a while and you've been wanting to make this feeling a reality. And you've been wanting to cultivate it into now, into this evidence, into money in your bank account, into health, into being fit, whatever it is coming, I promise you. But you must allow it to come through. You have to allow it to come through because that's the only way it's going to come. Think of it as this divine, amazing, magical power, because that's how things happen sometimes. They surprise us. They get us out of the way. They make us think, oh, maybe I made that happen because I made it happen in my mind first. So I want you guys to do this right now. You have that feeling, correct? Now you have to imagine yourself over and over again in that reality in your head. It's going to be difficult, especially when the current circumstances are right in your face constantly. You might not be where you want to be in life. You might be, just feeling grumpy all day, and you don't want to feel like that. You have to be willing to put in the work that is so difficult sometimes, and sometimes it's going to be easy. Don't get me wrong, it's not always difficult, but sometimes you got to do the work that's hard on some days and easy on others, and just go with the flow. Allow the flow to enter your body. But what happens when we allow more? What happens when we let go of the things that were holding us back? For example, you might have a lot of negative thoughts, and it might be hard to swallow that pill. I know for me it is, because we don't all want to hear that we're being negative. We don't want to hear that, trust me. But when someone can say, hey, you're being a little bit negative. It allows you to reassess your thoughts that may have been on a subconscious program. And When you look at yourself deep down and understand, okay, this is maybe what is blocking me. I'm feeling this every day. You got to sit with it. Sit with it in silence, meditate, whatever your practice is. Maybe just go out in nature. Maybe go for a nice walk. You can make this happen. You can really make this happen. What if you just believed in it the best way you could? What if you just felt like this is do or die? If I don't do this, that's it. Nothing's going to happen afterwards. Like, I need to make this a reality for myself. No other person is going to do this for me. But it's about continuing to believe, obviously, in your future with that energy because you feel it. I know I've been saying you feel it, but it's true. You really do feel it. And when you feel it, it is meant for you. And when it's meant for you, it will come to you in the perfect timing. And it might not be the perfect timing tomorrow. It might not be next week like we all want it to be. But the thing is, when you have an energetic charge and an energetic magnetic field around you where you can feel it every day when you wake up, that is just pulling you out of bed, or it's making you stay up late at night. I know that's a big thing for me. Sometimes my mind just turns on manifestation mode right at like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and it'll just keep me up till 2, 3 a.m. Sometimes, not all the time, but that definitely does happen. I know that probably happens to you too. But that's okay. That's okay. Follow the intuition. I'm getting this message right now that you guys need to be following your intuition. Wherever that shows up. It could show up in the most weird ways. It could show up in the middle of Costco. It could show up in the grocery store down the lane. It could show up in the gas station where some intuition message comes up, whether it to be say hi to this person or say God bless to this person or say, hey, things are going to work out for you. Just random messages to other people or whatever the heck the intuition is going to be. Follow it. Follow it and understand that it's from the universe and that's almost like a step on your divine path. In order to go down the divine path, we have to make the steps right for it. We can feel all great and dandy, but it matters the absolute most when you don't want to do stuff, when you feel like things suck. It is so easy to get back into those emotions and get sucked into the negativity, sucked into the lust, sucked into the just hatred of whatever it is that you have on your mind when you're in those low vibration emotions. Learning to transform through those is all a part of life. And I know you know that, but pay attention. That's all I'm asking right now, and that's all this message is all about, is just paying attention to truly what it is that you feel is coming and how you can really bring that forward, because you know the answers. You know more than you think. You might not know right now consciously, but if you go spend 15 minutes meditating or an hour meditating or going and taking a walk or even sitting in a room by yourself for an hour straight, no phone, no nothing, no distractions, you will find the answers to what it is that is blocking you in any aspect of life. It could be just feeling better. It could be feeling more joy. It could be as simple as wanting to go to the gym and be healthier. It could be showing up in my business every day. It could be making my first business. It could be becoming an entrepreneur. Or maybe you are already an entrepreneur. Whatever it is, we all have that creative mind and we can all create with it if we truly understand the power behind it. And I really, really, really I want to say one thing. If you're going to take away one thing from this video, please just allow. Just allow. You don't need to react to everything. You don't need to. I know as humans it feels like we need to react to everything, and it could be a reaction where it involves no humans. You could be sitting at your computer screen and all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe your bank gets overdrawn. Or it could be something like you didn't get the job promotion you wanted, or this didn't work out, so this didn't work out, or I needed this to work out, and now everything else is all messed up. Realize you don't have to react to that thing. You don't have to react to any of that stuff. You can sit, assess the situation, and move through it. And yes, a lot of the times it is important to move through those feelings. If you absolutely feel like you need to feel those feelings, feel them, but allow them to come and go. And realize that they don't have to stay. And if you're repeating these every single day, you don't need anything else other than realizing how to change those things. Now, it's not going to be comfortable. It's not supposed to be comfortable. But throughout all my years, I mean, I'm pretty young. I'm 28. I'm really, really young in the grand scheme of things. But throughout the last 8 years, I've learned so much about letting go, especially of people, especially of scenarios, especially good and bad. It doesn't even need to just be bad things. It could be good things too. reminiscing too much. I think that's also another thing that we tend to do is like, wow, things used to be so good back then, but they're not good now. And it just puts you into that mindset of, oh, I was dumb. I made mistakes. You made mistakes, but that's okay. That's the beautiful part about it, is understanding that those mistakes shape you into who you are right now and who you are moving to in the future. Because all that is created right now. I know you know that. I know you know these things, but I just want to remind you, because sometimes we just need a little bit of a reminder, even if it's information that we already know. For example, I'm a really big fan of Dr. Joe Dispenza. He does a lot of meditation and a lot of study with the scientific side of things of meditation and what it actually does for your body and upregulating the genes. For some reason, couldn't say that word. But I love watching his videos over and over again. And it really speaks a lot, because it truly says that you want to change when you're listening to information that you really want to reprogram your mind with. And a lot of the times we tend to, have phases where we go into that. But I think that's important, because it's like a download phase. And I think that, I know you probably have those videos that you watch consistently, and those YouTubers you watch consistently, or those people. And I urge you to continue. That is also what's helping you. Don't ever feel like someone will say, oh, the motivational videos don't work, or oh, this life advice doesn't work. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to anything they have to say, because they're not here for your journey. You're here for your journey. And your journey is unique to you. And the more you can embrace who you are and less of what other people are, the more you can be your authentic self and attract people in your life that you really want to attract. And if you want to attract love, you're going to attract your partner that way. I mean, for me, I have a beautiful wife that we've been married for over 2 years now, and I don't even know how things happened. They just attracted because I was already being the person I matched with. And me and my wife are so freaking similar, it's insane. But I never thought I'd find a girl like that for me. And, it really just goes to show that anything can happen when you are in the vicinity to receive it. Find the ways that you are not receiving in your life, ways that you are kind of blocking it, and like for me right now, there's one thing that I can think about. I really want to manifest a new business, and something new and something different that I feel is like more my calling, which is this. And there's other things too, but I just feel like the one thing blocking me is the amount of action and the thoughts I think towards specific things. Like with this channel, I really want to improve and give you guys advice. I want to be all about you. I want advice through me to be channeled to you, specifically to whoever actually finds these videos. And I just want to be able to help. That's all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to be able to help a bunch of people. And I think that's been my calling, and it's been a very big change. And why a part of I titled this video before, you did it, this will find you before everything happens, or before everything changes. And change is so important, and if I can guide people in that way, I think it's really important. But you can change, and you can change bigger than you even imagined. You just have to allow it. And the best way to do that is by letting go. So focus on letting go of the things that no longer serve you. And that could be a simple habit as brushing your teeth too late at night, or forgetting to brush your teeth. Whatever it is that is, just allow it. Just allow it to go. Allow it to go and allow something new to take its place. And it's not about finding something new, because something new will find you. Now, that big thing that we've been talking about all video, it's coming. It's actually really close. Really, really close. And I want to tell you a quick story that can definitely relate to you in your circumstance. And I want you to apply this story with your circumstance that you want to happen or you feel is coming. That good big energy that's coming, whether it's abundance, health, just joy, overall happiness for life, whatever that is for you. Just listen to the story and apply it to your own life. And I want you to feel how I felt through it, because I think it's a really empowering story. So back in 2019, I was doing really good for myself. I was having a lot of really big months, and I was making a lot of YouTube videos, and that's basically what I do. I don't know if you guys know, but I got 2 YouTube plaques, but subtle flex. I'm not trying to flex. I'm just trying to show you guys. But the thing is, I wanted to manifest something bigger for myself, and I was already big at the time. It's not that I wasn't, big. It's not that I didn't make it, but I've already made it at this point. But I wanted to manifest something really, really extraordinary. And that manifestation came true. It came true within about a week. And I was blown away because I went from making 12 grand a month, I know, which is crazy. That's amazing numbers, do not get me wrong, to 82,000 in a month. Within it wasn't a full week, but it was like a month, but a week where the blow up period happened. And it all happened so fast. And I really look back to that time and I think, wow, I just believed in myself wholeheartedly. I didn't allow any of these negative thoughts to take me down about, oh, what if it doesn't go viral? Oh, what if this doesn't happen? Oh, what if that doesn't happen? None of that. We don't have room for any of that, guys. Look, in your life, you got to do this right now. Find a way to full-heartedly believe your dream. In here, write it down if you got to write it down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper, whatever it is. But just wholeheartedly believe that you are going to make this happen. It is going to happen. But it's not just you. This is where the other perspective of it comes in. So during this whole time, I was also believing in myself, yes, but I was tapped in, man. I was tapped into the universe. I knew that whatever practice of prayer or meditation or whatever it is that you do to connect to source, do it more. I promise you there's literally no negative side effect. It is literally only positive side effects from here on out with that. And if you just tap in with your belief, your own belief, and also grab from that understanding from above and say, hey, I need your help. I need your help. I need it now. And I want you to help guide me. I'm allowing you to come in. I mean, it's always coming in, but really just reaffirm to the universe that you want to allow it even deeper. The universe is going to love that. They're going to love hearing that. They're going to be like, oh, sure, here you go. Here's everything. No, it doesn't actually come like that, but it does come pretty quick sometimes. And the thing is, take from that story what you may, but every time I think about that story, it makes me realize that everything is possible in its perfect timing. That perfect timing might have not been 6 months. It was a week. And it's like an astronomical number. Like people think like, oh, if I want to make $80,000 or oh, I want to hit the lottery or I want this new job, I got to wait all this time. Nope. You don't got to wait all this time. Newsflash, baby. Newsflash, baby. It's coming today. No, but it can. That's the thing. That's the thing. And I think that, if you allow yourself to give these opportunities to yourself, you will see and you will be surprised at what shows up. I was talking about Dr. Joe Dispenza earlier, and I think that, there's one thing that he really shares a lot that I really want to share in this video, and that's allow yourself to feel how you would feel if you had all that stuff already. And how would you feel? And also understanding that you are unlimited. There is no limit on any of this stuff. Who decides if you can only make 100 grand a year or 20 grand a year, whatever? Why not $100,000 months? It is now more possible than ever with the internet and the age that we live in and all this knowledge, especially the spiritual knowledge, because that's how it really comes in. If you really truly believe it, and I know you do, it will come to you, but you just got to allow it more. I promise you, things are really going to turn around for you. Just got to allow it and let go of the things that no longer serve you. This could be people, things, habits, anything. But I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing if you have. And I just want to say I'm going to be posting daily videos on here about my life and how it can help you guys, because it's not even just about me. Of course, I love telling my own stories, but I love helping you. That's what matters. I've always wanted to help other people, and I really want a group of people that will be here to accept all of this stuff. Because it's funny, in my life, I feel like I've been trying to give wisdom to everybody that doesn't want to hear it. And that's a lesson in and of itself. And I just want to say thank you for being here. And that's another reason why I started this YouTube channel, is just to really express how I can help you guys with maybe just understanding life in a different way. Maybe you've never thought about life like this before. Maybe you have. Maybe you love hearing things like this. But if this is your first time, I encourage you to dive deeper into this stuff, because it's really how you change your life. It all starts within. None of this outside reality is real. I mean, yeah, of course it's real, but it's an illusion. We don't perceive, even a percent of what reality actually is. We only have so many amount of cones in our eyes, people. Like, there's animals with more cones that can see more colors and more things. And you know when they say like cats can see ghosts and stuff like that? Look, you are really powerful, but your power lies within. It's not on how big your muscles are. It's not about how smart you are. It's about, can you apply yourself to what it is that you want to change? And change is the ultimate recipe. Most people hate it. I don't blame you. The first change you ever went through in your life probably sucked. It sucked for me too. But looking back on all that now, I'm glad I went through all that because it made me who I am today. And I think that you could say the same. Now, put yourself in your shoes. One last thing before we end this video. Put yourself in your future self's shoes. What do they feel like? What are they doing every day? How are they acting? How do they act towards other people? Those are all questions you can answer and write down. And I think that the more you write stuff like that down and realize that you have the power by rehearsing in your mind mentally every single day, maybe picking up a meditation practice if you aren't already, that's the way. That's the way, and that giant thing that you feel will happen. It will happen. It will happen if it's meant to happen. And you also have to believe that whatever that big vision is, it was placed there by the universe, by God, for a reason. For you to transform and move through it to get to that point. And realize, wow, it wasn't about the thing. It was about the journey. It's so cliche to say that, but as someone who's been there, done it, lost it, got it back, it's all about the journey, people. And the sooner you struggle, the sooner you struggle, I was reading this on my thing. The sooner you let go of your struggle, the sooner you can live that life, the sooner you can really, really feel it. Because that fruit has been in the ground, in the tree, and now it's sprouting. So go get that fruit. Go get that good stuff. I love you guys. Go ahead, subscribe, drop a like, comment down below. I'm going to be reading all the comments on this video, so make sure you go ahead and check it out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.